Climate change? 4 or 5 years ago, I believed that in 50 years, my home island would be underwater. That's what they told us, that the Marshall Islands were sinking, that the ocean would swallow our land and our people. I believed it. I feared it. But now, I'm questioning the science of it all. The climate has always been changing. Back in the 80s and 90s, they warned of a coming ice age, but did it happen? No. Today, they talk about rising sea levels, claiming islands will vanish by the end of the 21st century. But didn't we already have a massive flood in Noah's time? A flood so great it wiped out nearly everything? The Earth recovered then, didn't it? So why wouldn't it now? The truth is, I don't believe in it anymore. What I do believe in, what I know, is the pain my people endured. The Marshallese aren't just fighting for climate change justice. We're fighting for nuclear justice. And that's not a prediction of what might happen. That's a fact of what already did. Between 1946 and 1958, after World War II, after America bombed the hell out of Hiroshima and Nagasaki after Japan surrendered, the U.S. turned the Marshall Islands into a nuclear testing ground. 67 nuclear bombs. That's how many they detonated on our islands. The biggest, Castle Bravo, was 1,000 times more powerful than Hiroshima. The blast wasn't just heard, it was felt across generations. They used our people as human guinea pigs. They lied to them, telling them it was for the good of mankind. They lied to their own servicemen too, sending them in without proper protection, claiming there was no danger. They treated our islands, our home, like a laboratory, and our people like lab rats. The consequences? They didn't stop when the bombs did. Women miscarried. Babies were born deformed, twisted by radiation. Some had no limbs, others had no eyes. Those who survived were poisoned slowly. Cancer, radiation sickness, death. The women who lost their babies buried them quietly, their hearts shattered, their grief silenced by shame. To this day, many don't even know where those tiny graves lie. They call us nuclear nomads, a people forced from their land, wandering in search of safety, in search of justice. And what do people say now? Who cares? Someone actually commented that on one of my TikTok videos. Who cares? I called them out. Because that's not just ignorant. It's heartless. You know what happened after I spoke up? They shut up. They had nothing to say because they didn't know what they were talking about. But I do. I know my history, I know my people's pain, and I refuse to let it be forgotten. So no, I don't spend my energy screaming about climate change. The Marshallese have bigger scars. Scars that the world barely acknowledges. I choose to educate people about the nuclear legacy because that actually happened. It wasn't a theory. It wasn't a prediction. It was real. The ocean hasn't taken our islands yet, but the bombs already did, and the wounds they left behind aren't just in the land, they're in our blood. That's what I fight for. That's what I won't let the world forget.